us now is Brian Huckleberry. He's the coordinator with Hunters for Christ that works here at the West Poin Lake Disabled Hunt every year. Brian, welcome to the show.
How you doing?
Great. How's everything going so far?
It's going pretty good. We've had some nice, deer brought in so far, and everything's coming together pretty good.
Yeah, you got beautiful weather today.
Yeah.
Everybody seems to be in good spirits. Everything seems to be going pretty good.
It's going pretty good.
Sure. Now, I said that you're with the group Hunters for Christ, and you guys are a church group that comes together to work on this event. But what exactly is involved with Hunters for Christ here at the hunt?
Well, what we do is we basically come in and set up camp. We bring in all the firewood. We bring in, we get the food in, all the necessities for the hunters. We have people that do the cooking, prepare all the
Sure.
meals. When the hunters, when they're out and they get the deer and bring them in, we do all the, the processing of the deer.
Okay.
Get all that taken care of for them. Basically just take care of everything they need.
Sure,
whatever they need.
So you're here for anything that anybody's going to need.
We're here to support the hunters in whatever way they need us.
Exactly. Okay, great. Okay, and this is a great event that you do it more than once a year. But how long has Hunters for Christ been involved here at the lake?
Hunters for Christ has been doing it for 7 years now.
Okay.
This is the 7th year. I've been involved for the past 4 years.
Okay. What got you involved personally?
Well, at the time, the president of the group, his wife took care of my children. She was their babysitter, and she kept after my wife about us, because she knew that I was a hunter, and she kept after my wife about getting us involved. And I was a little leery because I didn't know what to expect, and I wasn't sure what the group done, but they finally talked us into it. And my first trip out, I didn't know what was going. I didn't know what I was getting into.
Sure.
But it's a great blessing to
Absolutely.
come out and see these guys, work with them, and just converse with them, and it's wonderful. I mean, I can't say enough about all the blessings I've taken away from here, just doing this over the past 4 years.
Yeah, and it is a really great event that without you guys, it wouldn't be the same. Absolutely, I think everyone would agree with that.
Well, that's what they tell us.
Yeah.
We just do what we can.
And that's great. You guys are doing a great job. So that's how you got involved. You know how Hunters for Christ got started in the very beginning, 7 years ago?
There was, if I remember right, there was a guy that he went to church with us at the time, and I think he knew some of the core guys here, and actually they knew that they may need some help with this, and he basically got it started himself, and got some guys together, and then as time went on, it kind of grew into Hunters for Christ.
Okay, great. And this is the Georgia hunt that happens every year, which is every December, correct?
Yes.
But there's also an Alabama hunt.
That's right.
every November, and so this is your second go around this year.
That's right.
How'd the first one go?
It went good. We had not quite as many hunters. The Alabama side is usually a little smaller, but
Sure.
they brought in some good numbers, and everything went good. We had good weather on that one also, and it was overall a good hunt.
Yeah, and most importantly, everybody enjoyed themselves.
Yeah.
And had a good experience. Yeah. It's one, like you said, you get a blessing out of this. And you do this as a project through your church, but what are some of the other things that you're able to take from this as an individual?
Well, like I said, I didn't know what to expect when I came, and I'm a relatively young guy, and over the years, I mean, it's just every time I leave here, you realize everything that you take for granted day to day. I mean, I can get up and go do whatever I want to virtually, and when you come out here and you work with these guys, it opens your eyes to all the things that you take for granted every day, and it shows you how, you know, precious life is, and you know, everything that we have. It's a real eye-opening experience if you've never worked with, you know, handicapped or disabled people like this. I mean, you know, I don't want to, you know, I'm not sure exactly what I'm trying to say as far. It just shows you how precious things are, and not to take things for granted.
Absolutely.
So much, you know.
And I've seen you around the camp, you know, you seem to be friends with everyone, you know, and you said you've been doing this for quite a while. Do you build a good relationship with the hunters over the years?
Oh yeah, I mean, we talk all through the year, you know, through email, phone calls, you know. It's not just come down here for the weekend and, all right, we'll see you next year, you know. It's a relationship. We actually do a turkey hunt in the spring that's not through core property, but we put together one and have some of the guys down from Alabama and Georgia side.
Right.
And so it's, you know, we build relationships with all these guys and continue it through the year. I mean,
absolutely.
All the helpers, you know, through the Hunters for Christ, you know, it's like a big family almost.
That's great. That's great. And you know, we've mentioned, you know, this is Hunters for Christ, and you know, this is a church organized activity. What churches are involved? Are several communities, or?
Hunters for Christ is based at the Baptist Tabernacle, but if you know, go around through all the guys here that's helping, you would probably find that it's 3, 4, 5 different churches that's actually involved. You know, you know, friends of friends and different things like that. It's a big activity that everybody just enjoys, and you know, we don't have any problem finding help.
That's great.
You know, we'll have people calling me all the time, man, y'all need some help with this, you know, you got plenty of help this weekend. So it's kind of almost a community thing.
Great, great. And it seems like there's all different age groups are out here, everybody's enjoying themselves, everybody's you know, getting that volunteer spirit and you know, having a great time. You know, I see there's even a lot of kids here that, you know, and does everybody seem to really get a lot out of it? Oh
yeah, you know, it doesn't matter, kids, grown-ups, everybody enjoys it. And you know, the kids, they get to come out here and, you know, play, or they help with the, you know, dragging the deer in, and help the hunters get some food, you know, stuff like that. It's, you know, everybody gets involved.
Yeah. Well, Brian, I appreciate all that you do personally, and you know, Hunters for Christ, it's a great organization, and just for me, I'd like to say thank you very much for all your work.
We appreciate it.
And thanks for being on the show.
Yes, sir.